It is no secret GTA 5 has been around for a while, but surprisingly, every single year there's still so many new players that are just beginning to explore the world of GTA Online, and for the start of that special journey, you might want to know some of the biggest tips that can definitely help you out along the way. Luckily, these days, every new player starts off with $4 million to spend, which is a very nice amount, especially compared to nothing back then. At least this is the case on Xbox Series X and PS5, and when you get that $4 million at the start to begin with a brand new character, it's mandatory to buy a few things. First is a business slash property, so I would recommend buying either the CEO office. It's a great all-around business. You can do special cargo with it, you can do vehicle cargo, and the assistant is really helpful. If you end up having some extra money, you can buy one of the beautiful 20-car garages it has to offer. It also comes with an assistant, which you can actually call up anytime if you get your vehicle impounded. It's definitely one of my favorite properties. Another good one is the Kosaka, which is the home of the Cayo Perico heist, the best paying heist in the game. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Another great one is the agency. With the agency, you have passive money you can generate through the safe and a lot of different active money making methods as well, like the security contracts, payphone hits, which is a great quick money method, and then the actual contract heist itself, which has a few setups, and then the finale, and it gives you a set payout of $1 million every time you complete it. So the agency is a great money making business for sure. Also comes with a 20-car garage of its own. Personally, I like the CEO office garages a little bit better aesthetically, but a 20-car garage is a 20-car garage at the end of the day. Another great business which actually costs nothing to start is the first and last dose missions through the Freak Shop. How you start these is by going to the R icon in Sandy Shores, and then that's gonna start a cutscene with Ron, and then you get a set of 5 first dose missions and 5 last dose missions. You can make a lot of money, especially because you get a fat bonus doing them the first time as well. You do get a lot of first time bonuses for the majority of big heists in the game. Besides making some really good money with the first and last dose missions, you also unlock a brand new supercar for absolutely free, the Virtue. The Ocelot Virtue is a fantastic supercar. Not only is it HSW upgradable, it's also Amani Tech upgradable, which basically means if you put HSW upgrades on it, it's going to give you enhanced performance, and if you put Amani Tech, one of those options is the missile lock-on jammer, which makes it where no weaponized vehicle in the game can lock onto you with homing missiles, which is extremely beneficial. It's going to make driving around free roam a lot safer for you, so highly recommend it if you have the money. You can only equip Amani Tech inside of the agency, by the way, so if you want this, make sure to own an agency. Going to a regular vehicle workshop that's not the one in the agency, you're not going to see the Amani Tech upgrades. That's how you get the Ocelot Virtue for absolutely free. Now, another great vehicle that you can't get for free but is a very good deal is the Pegassi Zentorno. The Zentorno costs $725,000, which is a very good deal since it's a solid performing supercar, plus it has a ton of cool customization. Fairly recently, Rockstar actually added a lot more customization to this vehicle, so it's a lot better and there's a lot more options to choose from and different styles you can make it look like. So when choosing your very first vehicle, the Zentorno is a great option. Another cool vehicle that you can get for free is the Duke of Death in the Warstock website. Now, it originally cost a couple $100,000, but how you can get it for free is by signing up for Rockstar's social club and then connecting the account you play with to that social club, and then it appears as free for you. I'll leave a link to the Rockstar social club down below in the comments. It's basically a website where you can see different stats and bookmark different custom jobs made by the community, so it's a really cool website, not sponsored or anything, of course. Another big tip I have for you new players is to take advantage of the daily collectibles in game. So these could be, for example, like the spin the wheel at the casino. Every 24 hours you can spin the wheel one time and you can win some solid prizes like money, RP, the podium vehicle, which changes every single week, so you can win a brand new car if you wanted to, or if you're lucky, I should say. You can also win some clothing unlocks, so overall definitely take advantage of it if you're a new player. Just go to this location one time per day and then you're able to get a free prize. Another free daily collectible you could do is G's Cash. It's basically a cargo crate icon with a question mark on it. You can see it in a different location every day, and what it is basically go in a certain location and then in a circled area you need to search for a hidden cargo crate, which then gives you money, ammo, and snacks. Make sure you turn up game sound for this one because as you get closer and closer to this crate, it's gonna beep louder and louder. So Rockstar actually hides these crates pretty well, so make sure you listen up for it and then you can find it much easier. Another great daily collectible, which is also going to be at a different location every day, is the Stash House Robbery. So you're going to get a house icon with a little target on it. It's going to be once again at a new spot every day, and this one's pretty simple to do. You just go inside, take out a few enemies, then you need to look for a yellow sticky note that has a certain combination on it. Memorize that combination, open the safe with it, collect the contents, and get out of there. It's that easy, and the price for it actually varies depending on if you have the motorcycle clubhouse or not. So if you do have the MC, it's gonna fully resupply one of your businesses. If you don't, which I feel like most new players don't have the MC, it's just gonna give you straight money in RP, which honestly I prefer. So it's easy money in RP. Those are the daily collectibles, very fast and very easy to do every day. For the stash houses, you're gonna need a good weapon. Now, the weapon I recommend for beginners is the Special Carbine. It's an automatic rifle and it should do the job for pretty much all the missions in the game. All the other weapon classes like the shotguns and the SMGs and all that are pretty much up to you, but for the main weapon, I would say to start off, the Special Carbine is perfect. A really convenient trick that everyone should know about in the interaction menu is that you can buy ammo in there. To buy ammo for your weapons, you don't have to go to an ammunition store. Just open the interaction menu, go into health and ammo, and you could buy ammo for any weapon you own. There's also an option for all ammo if you just want to buy all the ammo possible for all your weapons. That's also pretty convenient. And another option you should know about is the vehicle organization. Not many beginners are going to have multiple garages, but it's good to know for later on down the road. If you have two garages that are far away from each other and you want to move one vehicle to the other, you don't actually have to take out that vehicle and drive all the way to the other one. Instead, in the interaction menu inside of vehicle organization, you can go into whichever garage you own, click on the vehicle, then select another garage you want to move that vehicle to, and boom, it magically teleported that vehicle for you. That's going to save you a ton of time down the road. If you're a low level looking for an air vehicle, which is really important in GTA, having an air vehicle or just using one, being able to maneuver around the map through the air is very important. Plus, there's a lot of great air vehicles that are also weaponized. Many low levels don't have like $6 million to buy the F-160 Raiju jet, so here's a location where air vehicles can actually spawn at. Sometimes it's going to be helicopters, sometimes it's going to be weaponized helicopters. The Annihilator that you're seeing on screen has infinite ammo. I mean, that machine gun looks freaking mean. Another spawn location could be at the airport in these 3 helipads. Sometimes in those 3 helipads you can actually get a buzzard to spawn, which is probably the best weaponized helicopter that you can get to spawn there. Not only does it have the machine gun like the Annihilator, but it also has homing missiles which can lock onto vehicles, and yeah, as a low level you definitely have to hope to spawn the buzzard in there. If you do, then you're pretty lucky. After making some money, if you chose to buy the Kosaka submarine to play the Cayo Perico heist, that's also a gateway to get the most convenient helicopter in the game. The Sparrow Helicopter is a vehicle you can only get as an addition to the Kosaka. The reason it's so good is one, because it's extremely fast, it's super lightweight, and I believe it's the fastest helicopter in the game. Also, it's equipped with homing missiles that you can fire. It's got flare countermeasures, so if someone shoots a missile at you, you can press right D-pad to activate the flares, and then that missile is going to be tracking away from you. It's basically a defense mechanism that certain vehicles have in the game, and also you can spawn it right next to you at any given moment. Inside of the interaction menu, going into service vehicles, Kosaka, you can request the Sparrow. It instantly spawns right next to you, and it's a lot of people's go-to air vehicle just because of that fact. If you're looking to fast travel around the map, you could just set your spawn location to whatever properties you already own in the game, and then you can teleport to that property just by finding a new session. So let's say you're all the way up north in Polito Bay and you don't want to have to drive all the way back to the city. As long as you have the sleeping quarters in that property, you can actually spawn there if you set your spawn location through the interaction menu once again, and then you spawn at that property, but you're in a new session. A fantastic way of making money is taking advantage of all of the time trials around the map. If you're playing on the old gen consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4, you're only gonna have some of these, but on current gen you have many different time trials. The regular time trial, the RC Bandito time trial, which is obviously for those that have the RC Bandito owned, the HSW time trial for people that have an HSW vehicle. For that one, I highly recommend the Hakiii Drag HSW, and finally the Junk Energy time trial, which is with a bicycle. A lot of new players are gonna be on a very small budget, so for the regular time trial, I recommend you own the Batty 801. It costs only 15,000 bucks, so it's extremely cheap and it's a great all-around motorcycle, especially for completing time trials. If you found this video helpful, helpful, drop a like on it and subscribe if you are new for more awesome videos like these. You do not want to miss them. And now you know some of the best beginner tips. Click the video on screen now for the best vehicles under $500,000 in GTA Online. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.